Hi, I'm Levi. I've been a graphic designer at Pulse Media for 3 years now, pulling late nights to meet deadlines while watching my younger sister Melissa coast through life on our parents' endless support. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but just once I'd like Thomas and Diana, mom and dad, to acknowledge my hard work the way they fawn over Melissa's participation trophies. Dude, they're really not coming? On your actual birthday? Jake slumped back in the booth at Corelli's, the Italian place where I'd reserved a table for four. Not one, not two, but four separate calls to ensure everything would be perfect for my 25th. Nope, Melissa made the JV tennis team, so they're taking her out for ice cream. Emergency celebration. I showed him the text from my mom, complete with 3 sad face emojis like that somehow made it better. The JV team? Isn't she like 19? And didn't she already do tennis in high school? Yep, second attempt at making the college team. Apparently it's bigger news than my quarter century on this planet. The waiter approached our table with an awkward smile. The rest of your party? Not coming. Just us two now. Should I remove the birthday candle setup? Yeah, thanks. I felt my face burning as he cleared away the extra place settings. This isn't a one-time thing, is it? Jake asked after ordering us both beers. Remember my college graduation? They showed up an hour late because Melissa had a stomach ache. My first gallery showing? Left early for her choir concert, Christmas bonus? They borrowed it for her car payment. That's seriously messed up, man. My phone buzzed. Another text from Diana. Sorry, honey, you understand, right? We'll make it up to you next weekend. They won't, I said flatly. There'll be something else with Melissa. There always is. The next morning at work, I was still stewing when Emma from the marketing team stopped by my desk. Birthday blues? You look like someone stole your last French fry. I gave her the short version while formatting a client's brochure. So document it, Emma said, perching on the edge of my desk. Document what? The pattern. Start keeping receipts, texts, voicemails, canceled plans. People like your parents don't see what they're doing because nobody calls them on their BS. And then what? Make a PowerPoint presentation, why my parents suck, a retrospective? Maybe. Or maybe just having proof will help you stop second-guessing yourself. They've got you thinking you're crazy for being upset. I thought about the birthday dinner I'd planned for weeks, the reservation I'd made a month in advance, the promotion I'd wanted to tell them about in person. You know what's crazy? I'm still hoping they'll remember my birthday next year. Emma shook her head. That's not crazy. That's being a son who loves his parents. What's crazy is them taking that love for granted. Something clicked inside me. 25 years of swallowed disappointments and forced smiles. 25 years of Melissa needs us more right now, and you're the responsible one, you understand. I'm done understanding, I said, more to myself than to Emma. It's time they understood how it feels. Jake called during lunch. You okay, birthday boy? Better than okay. I'm going to make sure my parents never forget another birthday, mine or anyone else's, ever again. The next 3 weeks became Operation Birthday Justice. I started simple screenshots of every text from Thomas and Diana canceling plans with me, saved in a folder called Evidence. You wouldn't believe what I just found out. I showed Jake my phone screen at our weekly bar meetup. It was a social media post from Melissa with a time-stamped photo of her and our parents at the mall, shopping bags everywhere. Dude, this is from your birthday. The emergency tennis team celebration was a shopping spree for her new tennis outfits while I sat at a birthday dinner alone. That's cold, man, ice cold. That weekend I visited Aunt Rebecca, my mom's sister, who'd always had a soft spot for me. You finally noticed the pattern, huh? She poured us both coffee at her kitchen table. What do you mean, finally? Remember your high school graduation party? They left early because Melissa had a headache? Vaguely. That headache was actually a friend's pool party. Your mother made me promise not to tell you. I felt my stomach drop. What else don't I know? Your college fund? Half of it went to Melissa's private tennis lessons. Your dad swore they'd replace it, but never did. That's why you had those extra student loans. When I got home, I called Emma. I need more than just texts. I need irrefutable proof. What if we film them? I've got professional equipment for my side hustle. You do that for me? I've seen how you mope around the office every time they bail on you. It's about time someone had your back. With Emma's help, I started secretly recording family dinners. One Sunday, Thomas and Diana hardly acknowledged my new client project before spending 40 minutes gushing over Melissa. We might need to help with her rent next semester, Diana mentioned casually. I can barely cover my own rent, I reminded them. You've got that good job, honey. Melissa is still finding her way. Later, Jake helped me organize everything chronologically. Man, seeing it all laid out like this, it's pretty damning. 25 years of consistently choosing her over me. What's the end game here? Confront them privately? No, annual family reunion at Uncle Mark's lake house. Everyone will be there. You're going to expose them publicly? Emma dropped off a flash drive at my apartment that evening. All the video footage, edited and ready. Added some music for dramatic effect. Perfect, the final piece. I slipped it into a folder labeled Family Memories. My phone pinged with a text from Diana. Family reunion details. Can't wait to see everyone. Melissa will be showing off her tennis skills. I smiled for the first time in weeks. Game, set, match. Uncle Mark's lake house looked like something off a postcard, all wooden beams and giant windows reflecting the water. I arrived early, backpack containing 3 tiny recording devices and my folder of evidence. There's my favorite nephew. Uncle Mark gave me a bear hug on the deck. Help me set up the grill? Sure thing. While helping, I casually placed the first recorder under the outdoor dining table. Perfect spot to catch conversations during the afternoon barbecue. How's the design career? Uncle Mark flipped a burger. Just got promoted to senior designer, actually. That's fantastic. Your parents must be proud. They don't know yet. Thought I'd surprise them today. The driveway crunched with arriving cars. Thomas and Diana pulled up in their SUV, Melissa riding shotgun while scrolling through her phone. There's our tennis star, Diana announced to everyone within earshot as they approached. I played my part perfectly dutiful son, helping with luggage, smiling at Melissa's endless tennis stories, nodding as Thomas bragged to Aunt Rebecca's husband about their parenting skills. Balance is the key, Thomas pontificated. We've always given both kids exactly what they needed. I slipped away to place recorder number 2 in the living room behind a family photo. On my way back, I overheard Melissa talking to our cousin Sarah. Mom and Dad are paying for my summer training camp. It's like $8,000. Wow, that's generous. Yeah, they were going to help Levi with his car repair, but I really need this for my scholarship chances. Bingo. Recorder number 3 went in the kitchen during dessert preparation. At dinner, I waited until everyone was seated to make my announcement. I have some news. I got promoted to senior designer at Pulse Media. That's wonderful, honey, Diana said without looking up from cutting Melissa's steak. It comes with a 20% raise and team leadership. Speaking of leadership, Thomas interrupted. Melissa might be team captain next season. Coach says she's showing real potential. The table went awkwardly quiet. Uncle Mark shot me a look of disbelief. Anyone want to hear about Levi's promotion? He asked pointedly. We're very proud, of course, Diana said quickly, but Melissa's at a critical point in her athletic career. After dinner, Uncle Mark cornered me on the back porch. I've never noticed it before, but that was ridiculous. They completely steamrolled your news. Been happening my whole life. What are you going to do about it? They're having their 30th anniversary party next month, right? Big celebration they've been planning? Yeah, at the country club. Everyone's invited. I've been collecting evidence, texts, recordings, witnesses. I'm going to show everyone exactly who they really are. Uncle Mark looked conflicted. That's pretty nuclear, kid. Got any other suggestions? I've tried talking to them for years, he sighed. No, I guess not. What do you need from me? Make sure everyone comes to the anniversary party, especially Aunt Rebecca, and maybe help me set up the projector. I'm in. And Levi? For what it's worth, I'm sorry I never noticed before. I collected my recorders after everyone went to bed. The plan was fully in motion. Next stop, the anniversary party where Thomas and Diana's perfect parent facade would finally shatter. The country club ballroom sparkled with silver, 30 inches decorations as Thomas and Diana greeted guests in their finest clothes. Melissa hovered nearby in a tennis-themed dress, subtle as always. Emma and Jake arrived early to help me set up the AV equipment. Everything ready? Jake whispered. Projector connected, flash drive loaded. Uncle Mark will dim the lights when I give the signal. Emma squeezed my arm. You sure about this? No going back. I've never been more sure of anything. Champagne flowed as Diana clinked her glass for attention. Thank you all for celebrating 30 wonderful years with us. We're blessed with 2 amazing children who make parenting a joy. The crowd awed. Thomas added, family always comes first for us, always has, always will. My turn. I approached the microphone, folder in hand. I'd like to toast my parents on their special day. I raised my glass. You've always shown me exactly what kind of parent I want to be, or rather, what kind I never want to be. The room went silent. For those wondering what I mean, I've prepared a little family retrospective. I nodded to Uncle Mark, who dimmed the lights as the projector flicked on. Emma's video started with my birthday dinner, empty seats where my parents should have been, followed by Melissa's time-stamped shopping spree photos from the same night. Split-screen footage showed Thomas and Diana dismissing my promotion while fawning over Melissa's tennis updates. Text messages scrolled by showing canceled plans, broken promises, and diverted college funds. Aunt Rebecca gasped when her statement about my college money appeared. Uncle Mark's jaw tightened. The entire room watched in stunned silence. When the lights came back on, Diana rushed toward me. "How dare you embarrass us? This is our anniversary! Like you embarrassed me at every milestone of my life?" "We've always supported you," Thomas shouted. "By stealing my college fund, by missing my graduation, by never showing up when you promised." Melissa looked confused. "They took your college money for my tennis lessons? You didn't know? That's the only decent thing about this situation." Aunt Rebecca stepped between us. "I've kept quiet too long. What they've done to you is inexcusable, Levi." Uncle Mark joined her. "We all witnessed it tonight. No denying it now." One by one, family members moved to stand beside me, leaving Thomas and Diana increasingly isolated. "We can explain," Diana began, but nobody was listening anymore. 6 months later, at Thanksgiving dinner at Uncle Mark's house, Thomas and Diana sat alone at the far end of the table while I was surrounded by supportive relatives. Melissa had finally seen the truth and now split her time equally between us. "How's the new apartment?" Uncle Mark asked as he passed the potatoes. "Great. That promotion came with another raise. I'm even mentoring junior designers now." Across the table, Thomas tried to interject a comment but was politely ignored. Emma, now my girlfriend, squeezed my hand under the table. "Worth it?" I watched my parents sit uncomfortably in their new reality. No longer the perfect parents, just two people facing the consequences of their choices. Absolutely worth it. Best birthday gift I ever gave myself. What would you have done in Levi's position? Was he justified in publicly exposing his parents at their anniversary celebration, or did his revenge go too far? The line between justice and cruelty can be thin. Did Levi cross it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever dealt with family favoritism or had to confront toxic relatives? I'd love to hear your stories and perspectives. If you enjoyed this revenge tale and want more stories like this, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. New stories drop every week about people standing up for themselves in creative and satisfying ways. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.